Boy, DJ Killzown Jones. Remember the name. Remember the name. You got Breezy in this name. Beats and Bitz podcast. Rampage. And the Rampage movie. And will video game movies ever be good? Now, I don't know if anybody has seen the Rampage trailer. The Rock is in the Rampage movie. They have been talking about this, and everybody and their mama forgot about it, as y'all can see on the screen. And basically, the premise of the movie: The Rock is a zookeeper. He's friends with this albino gorilla named George. George gets exposed to this alien mist or whatever that geologically enhance his strength, speed, grows him to be over 30 feet tall. And he ain't the only one, because there's a 30-foot wolf that can leap tall buildings and snatch helicopters out the sky. And it's another, 50-foot alligator, that's basically gonna destroy Chicago. I don't know why they always picking Chicago. Y'all got Chicago fucked up. Why every movie we gotta blow Chicago up though? Why? Why we every Transformers blew it up? What else that they had? They had so much. They always pick damn Chicago every time they do these damn movies. Why? Y'all got Chicago. I'm just saying, man. Like, can we blow something else up or another city? Can they tear it up? Because first of all, ain't nobody even gonna know. These kids ain't gonna know. They're gonna see The Rock and then be like, oh, it's another Rock movie, and y'all mamas and grannies and shit that we want to see The Rock with his shirt off and shit. That's all this movie gonna be about. People ain't gonna know about this right here. The old school Midway game before Mortal Kombat. This was one of the games that put Midway on the map. Is this right here, Rampage? And y'all don't know nothing about this. Rampage, Total Destruction, Rampage on tour. What was the other game that was inspired by Rampage, Breezy? On PS2, World of the Monsters.
I think so, yeah.
World of Monsters. Was it World of Monsters? It was what was it? Hell, Monster Hunter was inspired. Yeah, War of the Monsters. Yeah, Monster Hunter was inspired by that game too. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like we shit. The Godzilla game was kind of pandered after of Rampage. So, this Rampage movie, I mean, it ain't exciting me. Like, did you see it, Breezy?
Well, the trailer for Rampage? Yeah, I saw it.
Man, come on, man.
It looks interesting. I think it's gonna be cool.
No, man. Look, I'm getting sick of these monster movies, these Transformers movies, centered around people. Don't nobody give a damn about the. And first of all, this is a video game, so it's not like they ain't even incorporate. Only thing they got is the three monsters, and they destroying the metropolitan area. You know what I'm saying? The monsters was actually trying to take over everything and destroy the aliens and the people and all of that shit. So, you making it as cheesy as possible. Next thing they're gonna have a Primal Rage fucking movie, and the people are gonna be trying to matter of fact, they already did that shit. Now that I think about it, didn't they do that shit already? Didn't they do they did that shit with something else? I'm trying to remember. But they did, and a little bit of that was in Horizon. You know what I'm saying? A little bit, and that was in Horizon. We ain't gonna front like that was in there. What? The airbag? I put it up. It's underneath the thing. Okay. It's in the cabinet. Okay. It's in the cabinet. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I just feel like this is a step in the wrong direction, Breezy. You like this bullshit? You like it?
I didn't say I like it. I just said it's cool. Now it looked cool. I mean, I like. Listen, when I say it look cool, I'm a fan. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a fan of the shitty sci-fi original movies. You know the shitty sci-fi original.
Yeah, this is like a big.
Like this reminds me of a shitty sci-fi original movie with The Rock, and I'm just like, this is gonna be a train wreck, and I can't wait to see the reviews of this train wreck.
But see, no. This is a video game property. We can't have our video game properties out here being fucked up. Breezy, it's fucked up.
It is fucked up, but guess what? They not gonna stop doing this until it's all out. Like how we have the situation with EA. They're not gonna stop doing it until it's an outright just nobody sees the movie, like an Avatar: The Last Airbender type situation. Like, no, you fucked up, bury it, forget about it. I don't know. I mean, I'm not familiar with the game. From a few videos
You ain't never played Rampage, nigga? What?
I saw it. I've seen it in the arcades, but it just wasn't interesting to me. But like I've seen other people playing it, and it just looks like these three monsters going around destroying the damn city. I don't really see any narrative that you can have other than writing that in. I mean, it was a similar situation that they did with the recent, last year's Godzilla, where they focused on, the American one, where they focused more on the people than the monster or Godzilla, and then you had the Japanese version, which kind of followed the same thinking where.
No, but it focused on Shin Godzilla and Godzilla, Legendary Godzilla was two different movies. I didn't give a fuck about fucking Kick-Ass and Bryan Cranston's father son. The spoilers. They killed him not even
at the beginning.
At the very beginning of the fucking movie.
Yeah.
And then you know what I'm saying, like. Then the whole movie is them and him and his wife. We don't give it. It's Godzilla, not P. To me, and I thought it was cool, but to me, Godzilla, Legendary Godzilla, to me was worse than fucking Godzilla '98. Because at least Godzilla '98, even though it was cheesy, even though it was campy, it was still a monster movie for the majority of the damn.
I mean, yeah, there was way more screen time of Godzilla '98 than there was in the recent Godzilla that we made here in the States. But what I'm talking about with Shin Godzilla and the recent American Godzilla being similar is in the American version, it focused more on, in the American version, it focused more on this dual relationship with his wife, which nobody really gave a fuck about. And Godzilla is just something in the background. Whereas in the film that Legendary put out, it was more like
Toho.
I'm sorry, yeah, Toho put out. It was a case where it's like, okay, we're gonna focus on people, but the people are always gonna be focused on Godzilla is. So, I mean, it's an interesting, different writing tape because normally Godzilla is a monster movie. He just going around breathing fire and destroying shit and whatnot. And fighting another monster, but I don't know, even Kong didn't really feel like a monster movie either. It felt more like Jurassic Park for most parts of it.
Yeah, I mean, but it's still focused on.
It had big set pieces with Kong.
No, I mean, but it focused on the backstory of Kong and the backstory of that. They didn't just throw you up on the island. It didn't follow the same beats. It actually made the mythos, and then hopefully with Godzilla, King of the Monsters, they focus on the monsters, and Warner Brothers heard that. Universal heard that when they put together Kong, because didn't nobody. I mean, it made money, but shit, when you made the people at Toho, because what's his name had died. The creators, the original creators of Godzilla have died. They got the guy who did the Evangelion movie to do that movie. But you know what I'm saying? They couldn't have went and got them motherfuckers and did and got them and paid them. They would have saved money.
I think that guy's doing Eva again.
But still, the point I'm saying is the Rampage people could have went and got. I'm just saying they could have went and got that motherfucker to do the movie, and get some, get an American director. He could have wrote it, produced it, helped, co-direct some shit. They just said, "Fuck it, we're gonna get the Rock. We're gonna get the people. We're gonna get the people that we know." And that's the problem with game development. That's the problem with movies. That's the problem with a lot of this shit that's out here now. They keep putting this shit out back to back to back to back to back, and they wonder why it don't stick. It's the same thing with Justice League.
I wouldn't agree with that, but okay.
No, I'm just saying it does. It makes money overseas, but it don't make money. It don't make as much money as it's supposed to. Like Justice League is gonna make its money overseas. It only made 39 million. So anyway, I think in a movie that people need to go see, fuck this movie. Shout out to The Rock, but fuck this movie because it's gonna be horrible. Ready Player One is gonna be phenomenal, and people ain't talking about Ready Player One like they need to be talking about Ready Player One. Like Ready Player One is its own. It was a novel. Oh, shit, I gotta find. Let me pull it up real quick. Let me pull that up. But it was a novel that was about. I think his name is Clive. I'm gonna find it out real quick. Find his. I'll pull it up for y'all real quick. It was a novel, man. I started reading it. I need to go back and finish it before this movie come out. Ready Player One. Find it real quick. Ernest Cline. And it basically is in the future, the world or whatever we've depleted the resources. People are living in compound cities, and most people live in the ghetto, in the hood, basically in these trailers that are stacked in these apartments that are stacked on top of each other. And everybody doesn't even live in the world; they live in the oasis. So it's this virtual reality world that's akin to like Doc Hack or whatever. And let me just play the trailer for y'all so y'all can see this shit. Even though it got 44.3 million views on movie clips alone, and the other, and Warner Brothers and everything alone, but y'all need to just see this right quick. We ain't gonna play the audio, but y'all just need to see this. And it's not even a video game movie in the sense of a video game movie. It's a video game movie. It's an original story that's centered around video games, and it's doing better than all the other video game projects out there. Like, we ain't even heard nothing about what the fuck gonna happen to the Metal Gear movie, Breezy. It's probably gonna be shit. It's gonna be canceled.
That's gonna be shit.
They don't.
And motherfuckers ain't gonna see it in the first place.
Yeah, like you see this, Breezy? You see this?
Yeah, I see it.
I think I sped. Let me speed up the. Can I speed up the? Let me speed it up real quick. So just to speed it up, so we don't, but just to see like this right here is like it's paying homage to everything that we know and we love in video games and things of that nature. And I just feel like, I just feel like, we haven't seen nothing like this, and we haven't experienced nothing like this. And I hope everybody goes and sees this movie because, this is our last great hope for a good video. I don't think video game movies could ever be good because it's saying comic book movies, the comic book creators, the studios actually get involved and get in bed with the writers, and they take control of it. But video games, ever since Mario movie and the Mortal Kombat was the only series that really got it right. Even though the second one kind of sucked, it still stayed true for the most part to the characters and everything else like that. They fucked up rating, but everybody else, they stayed true. Shao Kahn, Shang Tsung, Goro, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, all of the main characters was represented. And then when they did Mortal Kombat, what was it, Legacy or whatever, the YouTube series, they really blew it out the park. So, they supposed to Ben came out with the movie or whatever. It's supposed to come out next year. So if it does come out, fine, but I just don't think that I don't think that we'll ever see that. I don't think we'll ever get that. Do you, Breezy?
A good movie based off of a game.
Yeah.
I think we'll see it, but it would take the writers of the game working hand in hand with actual film directors. That's what it'll take. It'll take like Kojima sitting down with Guillermo del Toro, who is a notable director, and them working hand in hand to direct a film. I think that's the only way it's going to happen, because the problem with getting a film director to property based off of a game is there are elements in the game that you have to physically experience hands-on, and it doesn't translate visually on screen when you don't have that tactile. That's why a lot of them fall through. Even when it's the reverse, where you have a movie that gets turned into a game, there's that slight disconnect, because you have somebody who's trying to make it fun in a game sense, but try to tell the narrative standpoint from the movie with all the beats. And I think both of these mediums have different beats that they have to hit to tell a proper experience. And I think we've seen some good adaptations of anime movies and animes and whatnot. And I think that these guys who direct those things, I think they might be a good starting place for game, movie, whatnot. I even think some fans might be able to pull it off, but if you really want to see a properly adapted game movie, you have to get, like, if you're going to do an Uncharted, me Henning, and let her tell the Uncharted story with the help of maybe someone like Joss Whedon, for Star Wars or something like that. Or if you want to do Metal Gear, Kojima, Guillermo del Toro, or Death Stranding, that's the best way to make it work. I honestly have a feeling, and don't hold me to this, I have a feeling that Kojima and Guillermo are doing like a short movie for Death Stranding. Like a short 20 to 30 minute long movie or some shit that's gonna come out with
intro, like they did with because like they did with what's the name of that movie? Shit, I'm trying to remember the name of that movie. You know the name of that movie? The game, Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, because if you think about
Halo did a couple of them.
If you think about Kojima, and I hate to keep bringing up Kojima, but he's like the best one to use in this case. If you think about a lot of the Metal Gear shit, there are like 20 to 30 minute long plus cutscenes. Pretty much, yeah. He's pretty much like a film director at that point, and then giving you a bunch of gameplay in between. So I think if anyone could pull it off, he probably could, but I don't know too many studios that would give him film like that, unfortunately. I mean, if I was Notch and I had like a couple billion later, I'm like, yo, Kojima, here's 25 million. Show me a short film. Shoot a short film. Let's get your short film shit together and see what he can pull off. But
my next thing is, because is the video game awards still relevant?
Nope.
Because I remember when we first now they calling them the Golden Joystick Awards. No. That's no, it's not. That's the UK, I think. So the Game Awards, like they getting, it's gonna be on December 7th at 5:30 on Spike. Let me see who they're gonna have there. Let me see here. They got a jury. The jury is going to be Todd Howard, Mike Panigan, Kim Swift, oh Lord, Vince Zampella, and Hideo Kojima. They're gonna have it in China this year. Phoenix are gonna perform. But I don't know. Let me see some of. They got best esports team, best esports game, best multiplayer. Let me see the other ones they gonna have. That's the ones they have announced. Let me see. They got some more. So they got some I think they're doing. Okay, they doing the voting. So they're still letting everybody vote. Best ongoing game, best narrative, best esports player, most anticipated game. So and I think they might be doing a giveaway that you can go to the video game award. But Why do you say that the video game awards, Breezy, is not relevant?
Well, one reason why it's not relevant is you have hundreds of medium-sized to small sites, and even some big sites in there who give some of these companies games awards. That's the first thing.
Bless you. Go ahead.
Second thing is there's a lot of games that, when you look at the categories, there's a lot of games that deserve to be for a lot of these different categories that we go down tonight. But there's a lot of games that deserve to be in these lists, and they're just not there. They're not included, and I get it. Not everybody can sit down and play every game that's ever released, right? But like if you're talking major industry games that are doing numbers that, you know, people are flocking to or wanting to pick up or way exceeded expectations, a lot of them deserve to be there. The next thing is you got, like, if you go to the, and I'm doing it by memory, I don't have it up in front of me, but they have a cat. Okay, well, can you scroll down?
Let's go through them right quick. So, Game of the Year is Zelda, Mario Odyssey, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, Persona 5, and Horizon Zero Dawn.
All right, let's stop there. Go back up to Game of the Year. That's Game of the Year. Okay, here's a game that nobody thought would do as well as it did. You have Cuphead. You have Nier Automata. You have Nier Automata. You have what was another game that came out recently? You could do PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds because that's supposed to be released before the end of the year, but it's not a Game of the Year. Oh wait, yeah, it is. I'm sorry, blank. But still, Nier Automata should be in this conversation because that game did way more than they anticipated.
I would say put Wolfenstein up there too, but but they going off of mass appeal, sales, review scores.
If it's mass appeal sales, it's Nier Automata should be in that list.
Well, I mean, I don't know as far, because we talking about games that were permeated through the scene and everything else. Like Nier Automata
should be in that list.
But see, I gotta play it still, and I might get it on Black Friday. But
right, when it came out, it was only expected to do, I think it was like 750,000 to $1 million. The game broke 6+ million and still breaking it.
But I mean, that's cool, Breezy, and we know it's a good game. Like we know because the first Nier,
the first Nier got slept on.
I'm saying, you know, when it goes a Game of the Year, it's a game like. I feel like they should have.
It's whatever they choose it to be. They just grab random shit and they put it in there.
I don't think it's random because we talking about Zelda and Mario. Off top got 10 out of 10s. They was everybody. They broke sales. They blew way past that. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds was started.
It's not even. It's not okay. But see, if we're gonna count PlayerUnknown's Battleground, it's not even a fully released game yet. Yet it's in that contending because it's supposed to be released by the end of the year. Yeah. So are we gonna talk finished games or unfinished games?
It actually comes out next week or so. It comes out before this.
Supposed to, yeah.
But I mean, I'm saying we got Persona 5, which did better than everybody expected. Did the best numbers in the entire series. And Horizon Zero Dawn, which blew everybody away and then delivered, like it actually broke the what's the name of that company? Guerrilla Games curse. It told you, and it showed you, and it did stupid dumb numbers. And then we go down to the game direction. Got Wolfenstein, Resident Evil 7.
That's another one as well. Resident Evil 7 broke people's expectations and sales number, and it's not in the Game of the Year list.
But in that game, it's not Game Busters though.
Okay, but what's the Gangbusters? Because if I sit down right now,
6 million next to 20, 30 million. Like Zelda was selling on the Switch. It sold 500,000 copies day one on the Wii U, and then it sold 1 million on the Switch the first day, and it was selling even before people could even get their hands on the Switch.
Horizon Zero Dawn. Hold on. Horizon Zero Dawn sold 3.62 million, right?
Okay.
Let's see what Nier Automata did.
Let's see what the review scores of. Let me see here. Let me go to our favorite site. No, I'm just telling you what they doing off of like they doing social media, they doing
You
they
had an
doing the
entire
whole thing.
like if you're doing social media, see that still makes no sense because
But
if
I'm
you're
saying
doing
they going
social
off of
media
sales,
sales and all that other shit, it should be
reviews.
in that category.
I mean, yeah, but I mean it's still ain't it's still being slept on. We just gonna keep it, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. It's still being slept on. Let's be
Okay.
honest. That's good that they did themselves, but in the age of you need 20, 30 million to sell, you know, and the reason why they put Horizon up on there was because it was from a legacy. I mean, same thing with Zelda. It was a brand new IP. Near isn't a brand new IP,
Near
and
Automata is a new IP. It's a
no,
continuation in a completely different way.
no, but Horizon is a brand spanking new IP. But I mean, it okay. This is they show though. We again, like you said, because I ain't gonna sit up here and argue about that because it's all about how they determine it. Because you got to think it's just Jeff Keighley and that board of directors that picked it, and then you basically the viewers. It's left in the hands of the viewers still to vote. It ain't like the Grammys where we
Well,
ain't
I
pick.
can't
We
write
don't
in
pick.
for Near Automata to be Game of the Year. Where's that at? Where's that write-in section?
They don't have a write-in section.
Okay, so it's still not left up to the viewers. You're getting presented with a handful of ones that they have played themselves that they think need to be in that list.
Okay, well, I
Because
mean,
this is what came out a few years ago is that most of these people don't even play a third of the games they nominate. They play only the biggest ones that come out that they like, and then they go around and just grab other random ones that they feel need to be
okay,
in
so
there.
let's run through these right quick. So we got best art direction, Cuphead, Destiny, Legend of Zelda, Persona, Horizon. Best score, music, Near, Cuphead. Let me go. Oh, I skipped it. Best narrative, What Remains of Edith Finch, Near, Hellblade, Sensible Sacrifice, Wolfenstein. Go back down. Best audio design, Destiny, Hellblade, Sensible, Resident Evil 7, Breath of the Wild, Odyssey. Best performance, Mel Jurgens as Cecula, Laura Brayley as Nadine. Oh, that's her. Oh, she cute. Claudia Black is Chloe Frazier. Hey, Brian Bloom is BJ, and Ashley Burch is Alloy. Games for Impact. So we have Please Knock on My Door. Night. I ain't never heard none of these. Night in the Woods. Life is Strange. Bury Me, My Love. What the hell? Check that out. There's no that. Whoa. What Remains of Edith Finch, Hellblade, Cessna, best ongoing game. So you got your MOBAs, Warframe, Rainbow Six.
And why is it okay? But here's the thing: they have best ongoing game. Can you scroll up for best ongoing game? Where in the fuck in the? Okay, never mind. It's there.
I was gonna say Rainbow Six. Best, best mobile game: Fire Emblem Heroes, Super Mario Run, Old Man's Journey, Mario Value 2. It just came out hitting folks. Best handheld game: Poochie and Yoshi's Wally World, Monster Hunter Stories, Metroid, Samus Returns. We got that on deck. Ever Oasis Shadow. Hold on. Fire Emblem Echo Shadows of Vitalia. Best VR AR game: Super Hot. Super Hot Fire. Star Trek Bridge Crew, Lone Echo Area, Farpoint, Resident Evil 7, which I think that Resident Evil 7 won't be. Best action game: Prey, Neo, Destiny 2, Cuphead, Wolfenstein.
Oh yeah, Neo was another one. That was a brand new IP that could have been Game of the Year.
Best action adventure game: Uncharted, Lost Legacy, Austin, Assassin's Creed Origins, The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Odyssey, Horizon Zero Dawn. Y'all can go ahead and look at the whole list. We'll see. You know, that's one thing I think I'm a tweet to and y'all should get up on and tweet to Jeff and all them about putting in the write-in section. But for next year, because I think that would also open it up and make it fair. But you know, my last topic for you, Breezy, and for the listeners is should EA bring back the Def Jam and
No.
the EA Sports big brand?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you said no. Why?
Because they're gonna put a fuck ton of microtransactions in it. No.
Oh.
Just leave them where they are, dead. No.
Can we at least get a remaster? Shit.
No, because they're gonna put microtransactions in it. No.
Damn. I mean, can we just get it on just the port or whatever, Breezy?
Nope. If you want to get a badass PC and emulate it, fuck it. I'm gonna go there today. They not gonna give you that shit fresh. They're gonna try to find a way to nickel and dime you or somewhat. They'll do a port, right? They'll do a HD port like they'll do like how Sony's doing the new Shadow of the Colossus for the 4th or 5th fucking time. They'll give you the game and then they say, oh, you want these new rappers, right? Well, get these cards in game for points or crystals. The new rappers and some of the new moves and they sound like no, I'm good. I'm good, EA. I have an official EA boycott. I'm good.
Oh, Breezy ain't fucking with it. Can we at least get it re-released? You know, backwards compatibility on Xbox or something. Can y'all throw it on? You know, at least PlayStation Now or some shit. Can we get some of that, please? Because excuse me. I don't want to steal the game and I don't want to emulate it. Excuse me. I don't want to do none of that. I want to get it. I want to get it and have it and play it and enjoy it. And, you know, but you're right. I agree with you, Breezy. They might microtransaction into Kingdom Come. But anyway, this Big Killzown, Breezy, Beatz and Bitz podcast. Make sure y'all like, comment, favorite, subscribe for the one-time notification bell so y'all can tell we upload, go live. If you want to support us, we got the PayPal, Patreon, Profit, Super Chat, Profit. You want to support the channel. This your boy. We up out of here. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Peace.